Sometime in the 1960s, the look of cartoons changed. What happened?
What happened was that Warner Brothers closed down, for one thing, and everybody started making cheap cartoons, which meant then that in a way they stopped animating. And I don't say that as my statement, I say it by simply opening the dictionary to the word animation, which is very early in the dictionary. It's easy to find, and it comes right after the H's. H-I-J-K, I guess. Anyway, animation, and it says to invoke life. One time a little boy, a little 6-year-old boy, was introduced to me as the man who draws Bugs Bunny, and he wouldn't accept that. That was not true to him. And he looked up at me furiously as though I'd lying, which I think was true. I was lying, because he said he does not draw Bugs Bunny, he draws pictures of Bugs Bunny. Therefore, Bugs Bunny's alive. You draw pictures of him like taking snapshots. So he's right. That's a very clear definition. So we animated characters, and that started with the Three Little Pigs, the first time that anybody in animation realized that three characters who looked alike could move differently. And the whole thing changed from that point on. And everybody, without trying to imitate the Three Little Pigs, realized that any character, Bugs moves differently than the Coyote moves different than Daffy. All their body actions, their displacement activities, the things they do, like rubbing your nose or scratching your pulling, these characters, each one of those characters has little things like that they do. Some of them fold their arms, some of them lean like this. Jack Benny would, use this thing, or rubbed his nose. If you were studying the characteristics of somebody like Ed Sullivan, you'd realize that Ed Sullivan was all fused. I mean, his head did not move different from his torso. Most of us turn our heads and then our bodies turn. Ed, the whole thing turned. So if you're doing Ed Sullivan, that's what you would do. But we have to discover these. The drawing is not the character. The voice is not the character. It's how the character moves, how he responds, what his personality is. And the whole thing then comes into a kind of life, and you have to believe it, that it's life. And so then you find out the difference. And I say, you go down inside yourself, find these repugnant things that live down there and bring them up to the surface. It's like opening up a can of worms or a bunch of lizards or something, and then find the key lizards, and that's it.
Pardon me, Mac.